Hello everyone, KV here, and welcome back to Let's Play Nights into Dreams. In the last episode, we began our adventure off with Claris and Claire, as she tried to pursue her dream of going into the Twin Seeds concerts. Unfortunately, her stage fright got the better of her in her dreams, and the nightmares took over, forcing her to flee to NiGHTopia, where she's now teamed up with Knights to stop the nightmare threats. We also played the stage Spring Valley, a very fun and easygoing stage. And while I was very excited the last episode, I still am, I want to try to be a bit more calm, be very, very mellow about everything, so let's continue with the next stage, the Mystic Forests. The Possibility. Now, at the beginning of every stage, you always get these four idiots taken away from you, so there's really no point to try to resist them, just let them take them. That begins the stage off proper. And a fun little tidbit, you can go around and collect those blue chips. I was collecting some myself in the last episode before we went off. Collecting them is actually a really good idea, because that will give you more blue chips to start off with when you're playing as Knights, meaning you can open the cage containing whatever Adidia, much faster. And in doing so, you have more bonus time to do whatever you please with. Do watch out for the clock monster though, because if he touches you, you'll wake up. And we can't wake up here, we have things to take care of in the dream world. I love the idea of a game that deals with dreams. In all honesty, a thing that always kind of makes me sad is that the Kirby games don't have much to do with dreams, other than Nightmare in Dreamland / Kirby's Adventure with the Dream Shrine. I like the concept of dreams, is just such a fascinating one. Dreams can be anything. You can lucid dream, you can influence your dreams. The dreams are just they are, as this stage is called, a possibility. Anything is possible in a dream, and that just makes them the more fascinating. I love the idea of taking such a concept and making it into a whimsy adventure. It just feels so right for this kind of thing. Mystic Forest as a stage is a very tranquil and calm forest. It is a bit dark compared to our last stage, but that's okay. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, myself included, but it doesn't mean it is excluded from being amazing. It still has a great sense of wonder, a great musical track, and a great bit of flying that we can do. And of course, we're just lazing around in the first mare, so we can just rack up as many points as possible. And yeah, there we go. This ball mechanic is pretty easy, you just need to get through as many links as possible that it is demanding, in that case 10, before it decides to leave you. It will leave you pretty fast, so you'll want to react as best as possible, but don't worry. It's okay to mess up. Screwing up is perfectly fine. In fact, should you lose, all you have to do is start the stage over again. It's not a huge loss. These stages aren't too long. Every mare is 120 seconds, and should you use the entirety of that length, that's 8 minutes. That's not a very long stage. So things are fine. Take chances, make mistakes. Do what that frizzly-haired teacher did with that school bus. Do all that good stuff. Into the second mare, we have some interesting typography here. Not typography, geography, I suppose, would be more aptly named. With stoplights. If we're to think about this forest, and it's supposed to be possibly a projection of Claris's real life, what would it represent? A forest? And yet we have some of the modern-day culture, such as stoplights, interfering with it. Is it a metaphor for something? Maybe we're thinking too hard. We don't need to think too hard. Unless we see chips over there, we're not sure how to get them. That's okay. They're just on a different plane of existence. We need to just understand depth. Sometimes depth perception might not always work in our favor, but it's okay. This is basically the Bob Ross of games. Be as calm and enjoy it as much as possible. Though to be more honest, I have run out of things to say, so I'm just saying random nonsense. Even though I'm trying to mask it as sage advice. It's not really. To be completely honest, this stage is definitely not one of my favorites. It's not bad by any means, but doesn't really leave a lasting impression. And you can kind of tell that because we're having the basic song play right now, as opposed to the more intense versions, the more intense tracks of the song, because I haven't played this stage a lot in my free time. I just haven't felt the need to go back to it. But that said, I'm sure there's people who enjoy the stage quite a lot. I'd like to hear you and what you enjoy about this stage. Getting hits will make you lose 5 seconds. It's not a big deal, it's only 5 seconds. Just don't get hit a lot, otherwise you'll wake up and want to start the entire dream over. It's not a big deal to start your dreams over. You can always start from the scratch and try to not get whatever that was down there. So, don't let your dreams be dreams and all of that nonsense. Also, try to go inside a tomb. I would not recommend it, but it's a possibility that you could take. For us, we're going to dance. Using the different shoulder buttons will cause you to do different types of dancing moves, and doing all those different moves will give you lots of points. And if you should manage to get a lot of different bonuses while you're doing it, that will give you a nice ranking, such as the Marvelous 9 that we received for that performance. We were able to get rid of that Nightmare because he was in the way. He was being a bit of a nasty, but now he is one with the stage, and should we return, possibly the music will change for us, and we will have a new verse to go. And I apparently paralooped another blue chip. Well, that's good. We needed it. I'm not going to risk going to the tomb because I do not think it will be safe. And yet I go in anyway, because it's okay to take risks, even if we only have about 30 seconds left to get back to the gates. Or the gazebo as it technically is. The Cage of Knights. It's right here, actually. Very convenient of them. Good stage design. Now then, onto the fourth mare. Here is a new mechanic. They are rings of spikes. You can go through them, but be warned, if you do not go go through them fast enough, they will surround you, and that might not be a good time, because you'll take damage. And if you are a masochist, that's fine, but sometimes it's okay to try to not take damage. And all that good stuff. I believe we are getting up to the one mechanic that may trip up people the first time they're playing this game. But it's okay. Just feel the breeze beneath your arms. I was going to say wings, but you don't have any. You probably don't. If you have wings and you're watching this video, I salute you. This area where you have to have a freeform flight overhead, it is a bit jaunting and a bit jarring compared to the rest of the flight sections, and a bit confusing as it is a bit hard to figure out where the exit is. But fear not, if you follow the rings, everything should turn out just fine. I'm surprised that did not backfire on me. Now then, we don't really have enough time to rack up any more points, so we will head straight for the Nightmare and boss. It's okay, I'm trying to be super mellow. I remember there's that... What boss is this, by the way? Oh, it is the water boss. This boss is a bit of a tricky, for multiple reasons. What you need to do is you need to aim yourself at the boss using these fish in order to plow through it. And plow through it again. And again, if possible. Continue to plow through it as much as possible. There's a lot of depth perception of this boss fight, but should you just not give up and persevere, everything should work out in your favor. Or he'll be too high up and I can't reach him. That's nice, thanks game. Hello? There we go. There, we should be able to reach him now. That wasn't too bad. It's just a matter of knowing to reach the right sections. We did a fantastic job. It's a bit strange to have a water boss in a not water stage, but it was a fun encounter. And we have a new record for ourselves, a B rank. How fantastic. I'm seriously reminded of, there is this video where it's this guy who's playing the first Sonic the Hedgehog game, and he's just being so, like, calm about it. He takes a hit, he doesn't care, he's just trying to kind of emulate that a little bit. Not doing a very good job, but trying my best. Also, good job to Knuckles and Miles for their good efforts. You know, they tried. Trying is an important thing, and a failure is just an excuse to try again. Failures are important, don't overlook them. Anywho's. That's all for this episode. We'll be going on to the next stage for Claris. It is a museum-type stage, I forget its name offhand. Next time. If you like this video, please consider hitting that like button below. If you want to see more content from me, please consider subscribing. We'll be doing some more nights throughout the week, and I hope you will join us for some more good times and good dreams. NiGHTS is available on Steam if you want to pick up this version of the game, or if you want to be daring, the Dreamcast, the Dreamcast. The Sega Saturn version is also a good pickup if you are able to find the system and the game itself, but both are an extreme rarities. I myself do not even own them, so... But there are special treats that are only in that version, so it may be worth the look if you are a die-hard NiGHTS fan. Anywho's, please have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Until then, ciao.